YouTube. Back at you again. Once again, time and time again. It's your brother, the Moore. Bakari Akil Bay, be the Moore. Coming back at you. For this one, we finna talk about the latest and the greatest, y'all. Let me pull up a little desk real quick. So what we talking about today, y'all? We gonna talk about the latest and the greatest is going on. You know what I mean? We gonna talk about Kash Patel. We gonna talk about Charlie Kirk. We also gonna talk about Donald Trump. And we're gonna talk about the Christian nationalist movement in the United States of America. All right? And basically, I'm gonna break it down like this. Last, we're gonna talk about, we're gonna leave the best for last. We're gonna talk about the late, great freedom fighter, revolutionary, Sister Assata Shakur. Rest in power to the sister. She made her transition. And let me tie all these things up. All right? And most definitely I want to tie in, first of all, right, the Christian nationalist narrative that people like Charlie Kirk and all these other racists push. All right? Just like the KKK used to hide behind Christianity. Am I correct? So this video today is just for us to be conscious and aware. The crackers will call it woke. We're going to be woke today, and we're going to see exactly the propaganda and the narrative that they trying to push for what it really is, right? Turning Point USA and Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was a privileged, came from an affluent family, and he did nothing but go around and push hate. And Charles Darwin, Margaret Sanger like narratives about black folk. Now it's crazy that they say, from what the official source is right now, that one of his own got him, right? And that's just the irony of the situation, right? He was talking about black gang violence, and then his microphone blow up, or he get shot with what they say is 308, talking out the side of his neck. He went in the same way he was living, talking out the side of his neck. Now, let's use some things, right? And that's why I'm going to show you how you got to watch these people, because they think they smart, but they still using the same narrative that has been around since the inception of this country, right? Kash Patel, right? Kash Patel say black folks shouldn't mourn Sister Assata Shakur because she was, let me get it right, she was a fugitive, right? Now, I'm going to bounce around, but Kash Patel, you undeserving of this position you in. For one, you ain't qualified. You a DEI hire, right? You a DEI hire. Charlie Kirk was talking about people like you, Kash Patel. People that's not qualified. And yet here you are trying to tell us we got to mourn Charlie Kirk. The whole world went berserk when Charlie Kirk got murdered. That's what they want us to think. We didn't even care. We didn't even know who dude was. I knew who he was because I follow these people and they Christian fake nationalist movements that's really guised as something civilized, but they're troglodyte, Neander thugs, and nothing but home-based terrorists, right? Kash Patel, you are a DEI hire. Your parents just migrated to this country. You don't even have the qualifications to be in the position that you in. But because you had them white people phallus, you had them people phallus in your mouth, they threw you a bone and made your DEI hire punk self director, right, at the Federal Bureau of Investigations. Now, the hypocrisy in all this is the sister Assata Shakur, who they call a fugitive. She didn't do what she claimed, what they was claiming. She presumed her innocence until she died. She said she is guilty of being a freedom fighter for oppressed people, right? And you gonna tell us that she ain't you gonna tell me that I can't mourn her and she my hero, my shero. But you got to tell me I got to mourn this cracker here, Charlie Kirk. And the bigotry and the racist he was spewing, I'm supposed to jump on board with that? No, this is America. But it seems like lately the Constitution is out the door because they making mandates and all type of stuff. You can't talk about the Ashkenazi fake Jews, the small hats. And I said it. You can't talk about them. They'll take your passport away. That's what, who was it? Ted Cruz, Mark Rubio, one of y'all. Hispanics that want to be white. Them is the type of people that they want around. That's why they get elevated and put on pedestals. Because they want people like Officer Brandon Tatum. You know what I mean? They want coons like that. Myron from Fresh and Fit. They want coons like that. They want coons like the Hodge twins. Right? And it's all have to do with siding with the oppressor. Because from my knowledge, Christianity is a bastardized version, right, of what the Ethiopians started. But y'all don't want to give right claims to them. Y'all gonna say somebody came out the motherland looking pale-faced, as white as this light right here, in appearance. And that's Caesar Borgia. We know about the Council of Nicaea. So it's just funny, y'all, that these people is pushing this narrative. They want you to cry and mourn for them when the man said himself he didn't believe in empathy and sympathy. So you ain't gonna get no tears shed here. But I will analyze you and tell the real on what I saw. All right, and let's get to DJ T. Donald Trump. Donald Trump just came out in this meeting. All these top brass, the generals and all these people, the admirals, the colonels and all these people, right? And he basically said, y'all, that they want to use Chicago and Baltimore as the training grounds. And when we look at it, we could tell who is a greater population in those two towns I just named, and who they would like to make the poster child of crime. Now, this white nationalist, these white nationalists just shot up stuff this weekend. One dude burned a church down, other dude shot from a boat or something like that. But they making us the poster child and the narrative, the face of crime. And these is tactics that these pale-faced crackers been using. You know what I mean? I'm just going to call it out and tell you it is what it is. So, brothers and sisters, I'm going to be real brief, real quick today. It'll only be about 2 more minutes. We must, to get to where you're going, you got to know where you come from. And Kash, Patel, Donald Trump, Charlie Kirk, they just think they could just go and spew their rhetoric like we don't have the internet, libraries, and things of that nature. A lot of information to prove what you saying is some bullshit. So I'm saying that to say we in World War III already. The government just ain't told you. They finna turn the money digital. It's all about control, control, control. Now they talking about, you say something about the Jews, they gonna take your passport. Not only that, when this digital passport come, right? This digital ID come, you don't sign up for it, they gonna lock you out of society. Which means you'll be stagnant water. You'll be dead. But this is home of the brave, land of the free. So that's what I just wanted to come to y'all with, the hypocrisy and just seeing this corporation for the corporation it really is. These are all business moves. Y'all can't mourn Assata Shakur. You got to cry about Charlie Kirk when he got murked. You can't say nothing about these people. It's all control, y'all. So it's your brother, man. Y'all holler at me down there in the comment section. What y'all always do. Y'all gonna let me know what y'all opinions, what y'all thoughts. Do y'all agree? Do y'all disagree? Or am I just, in Mars somewhere in the cosmos floating around crazy man land? Peace, brothers and sisters. Y'all let me know. Like, subscribe, share. Get in the comment section, all that type of stuff. We trying to get to 10,000. Then we going to 100,000. Then we going to go to 1 million. Because I feel like I got a lot of truth that the average person should hear. Peace and love.